when they continued their movement going to Lakai.
Begin again because this one you are not there.
Okay, to cut the story short, out in my school where I'm coming from, during the time for examination is the way we are in the examination period now, we tend to have the girls are affected with evil spirits. But some people, they don't believe in them, but this is evident that you see what is really happening and you see that really people are possessed. So recently, because we are in the period of examinations, the senior force are really doing, so we got a challenge that that the girls are now affected. And when by the time I left the school today,
What are the symptoms?
the symptoms, the girls cannot walk. They cannot walk, neither can they write.
What?
Yeah, they cannot walk.
As I was lucky.
They cannot walk, they cannot write. And that is the symptoms that you see the time. Even their movement, there is a way they move, they tend to move. That they are so weak, they have to be holding them. So recently, as I had told you, the daughter of the director of finance was affected, and told the father that there is someone in Lakai district is the person who is going to uproot everything that has been planted in this school. So the father did not listen, neither did he take the attention of what the girl was talking about. But the girl was so radical. When the father ignored for like 3 days, the girl became so radical that he went to the dormitory, got the Switzer, chased away everyone, beating them up that nobody could remain inside the room.
It was not the girl, it was the spirit who possessed the girl, is that correct?
Yes, and the guy is now beating anybody, teachers, anybody that he could come across, and having unbelievable forces that you could not hold. One man cannot get that girl. The girl is croaking to 15 years, but too strong that one person cannot manage.
That's like in the Bible.
Very strong. So what happened recently?
I don't want to do your video, leave me alone.
So what happened recently? The father had to obey because the girl was becoming too radical. They had to go to Lakai district, but they never knew where the doctor is. But the spirit was telling them, "I'm the one taking you. I'm the one taking you, and when we reach there, I'm going to show you where the doctor is." So when they had reached halfway to Lakai, the spirit told them, "Stop. When you drive a little bit in front, you'll find a man and a woman. When they stop you, please make sure that you stop the car. Those are the people that are going to take you where the doctor is." They drove. They never knew that they won't find anybody in front where they were going. On reaching a little bit a while, they found a man and a woman. Indeed, they stopped them. They stopped the car. They had to enter in the car.
Who told you that story?
The director narrated me the story because
Okay.
I am the one who is trying to cover out the situation. When the school is a little bit in tatters, we try to collect them so that we come with the situation and they know it and whatsoever. So so when they reached there, the man and the woman stopped them from moving. They allowed them in the car. They took them to the doctor. But before they reached the doctor, again the spirit told the father, "But you are going to be a little bit patient. When you reach at the doctor's home, you are not going to find the doctor there. It is going to take only 15 minutes because you'll find the doctor is going to be in the meeting with the spirit, with the ancestors." When they reached at the doctor's home, the man was so accurate on the watch that it took 15 minutes when the doctor was not there. After 15 minutes, the doctor came back, returned at home, and they waited only for 15 minutes as the spirit had commanded them. After a while, the doctor came. They had to talk. They explained their problems. The doctor told them, "So we are going to go. I'm going to go with you. I don't know how I can help you." They had to drive from wherever Lakai at night. Then they reached the school at around 3 in the night. So they had, by the time they came, most of the students were sleeping, but my friend was still awake, Kevin. So Kevin had to come and wake me up, come and see what is happening, because I was always eager to see how these people are doing this stuff, because I have never seen them in other words. So the man waked me up, and the guys are dressed. There were a couple of like 6 people, dressed in a kind of a uniform. These are old traditional clothing, tying themselves. and
With
doing
backcloth.
yeah, the back cloth stuff. There is a way they tie it.
And the reeds.
The reeds, and they have things tied in the legs, and they are walking in a weird way. So they did the rituals, but they, of course, they had to sacrifice the goat. The goat was there, so they got the black from head to bottom, black.
Blood or what?
Black goat.
Ah,
Yeah, black in color.
had to be black.
Black. Yeah, so it was so weird that it was so amazing for me because it was my first time to see, and I don't know where I got the courage from. So they had the water. They could keep spraying, but they were chasing away the spirits. But if that water could touch you, however much strong you are in the faith, it is a must. You had to fall down.
What?
You had to fall down. I don't know what was wrong with the water.
So you didn't fall down.
I had to distance myself if I was looking at the movie in the distance.
What?
Yeah, so they did the rituals afterwards. Afterwards, the next morning, after doing the stuff, there was so calmness in the school that the girl was walking, nobody was affected. After a couple of weeks, 2 weeks after that incident, it was now so radical, so radical
What do you mean?
that the girls became so tough, those who were affected. So what they have done at the situation right now as I'm speaking, so they had separated the dormitories. The people who are affected, they are like the way you can go in the hospital. The way if you can imagine the situation in the hospital, these local hospitals where they don't have proper beds, they have just put them in one room. But when they made a research to find out the 95% of the people affected, the 30 out of the whole girls who are affected, at background wise, there is a problem. When the bad wishers of the school send something within the school, when those spirits are working and they find you when you have a problem, when you have maybe at home you have no religion, then completely you are affected.
So you're saying after the ceremony for 2 weeks there was peace,
There was total peace,
and then it was worse than before.
It was so worse, and they need a more sacrifice.
Why did the parents not come for their children?
Definitely. So now it is so bad because the parents, they cannot manage them. They have so unbelievable powers that when you are affected at home, I don't know what you can do.
Of course, even if I'm the one called, I've never seen my child having such demons or whatever.
And then you bring the
call me,
demons
tell
to
you
home.
put whatever you put in my child out of him. That's
It's you
when I
to
can.
help
Because
the
now,
child.
how can you take a child away?
Again, so it is so risky
I can't
that
even bring the child to my home.
it is so risky that when the girl is affected, there is the energy and the speed they use to climb.
Climb where?
Like let's say trees in the classroom, they want to go down, up, then they want to fall down, like they want to kill themselves. So it is so
So it attacked everyone.
no, it is attacking the girls, boys, no single
But
boy.
why? What's the...
But I've been in schools. Most owners of schools, they talk with doctors. You see schools which are doing well, they have enemies. They have people, those rich men. They have people who are fighting their schools to prosper. So most of the schools you see with a big population, they're growing very fast. The owners do a lot of witchcraft. That's why you find there is peace.
The owners.
They do witchcraft to protect their children from being attacked by their enemies. Like where I teach, no girl has ever got sick. Now it is 7 years. It's a new school, but the population is big. Because when parents get a good feedback from the schools, they bring children there.
I get.
Yeah, but if you are all over a school and you say, me, I don't believe in African tradition, your enemies are going to be bringing those evil things to your children.
Yeah. So what?
It's still happening in schools.
What happened?
Where I was teaching, those things were there in Kakiri.
They were also there.
Yeah, they were there where I was teaching at St. Charles Ranga, Kakiri International School. Girls would be attacked all the time, witchcraft. All the time they would be attacked.
How many girls?
Like in a population of 600 girls, you'd find 100 would get affected.
Wow.
Every time. But they also the challenges come from home when the father has like 3 wives. So kids from different wives and the wives are fighting each other.
Really?
Yeah, they fight each other to make sure this one's kids don't study, this one mine have to study. So they are fights because of polygamy.
Yeah. So our school doesn't have a very big population, but is famous as far as making students excel is concerned. So there is a sister school which needs the students from the school where I am that they have to go to the other school. So when they that's the only way they can pull the students. If there is a bad image at the school and the girls are not studying, there is a lot of chaos in the school. Then the student parents, first of all, they are going to say, "No, I cannot take my child there."
I get the
As
idea.
a way of getting the students the other side. So right now, the situation I have left there right now, they had because they have tried all kind of witches, and I think it has refused.
I remember even last time you told us a story. You brought a witch
So
from Tanzania, right?
yes, you're from Tanzania, but now it has completely refused. The script is there in the meeting.
So my worry is, why is only attacking the girls?
They,
No, most of the schools. It happened not only at Clarkson School. I've had many schools. Even we had the same school, we had the schools. So only the girls, senior 2, senior 3, and some senior 5. Only girls.
only girls.
But still active. Most schools it happens. Only the girls. Why?
The girls. I tried
Only
it.
the girls. That's my worry is. Only that age from 16, 17.
No, Kachele guy is also one of them.
I think that guy also used to do it. That's the
Okay, wait a minute. We have to focus a bit here. You're saying it happened also through your school time?
Also the same.
The same.
Yeah, the school.
And the question is, why girls only? Does anybody have an answer to that question? I have an answer, but I'm not, you have an answer?
I have tried to communicate with the director. That way that the boys, you think the boys, because like a sister could be affected and the brother is not affected and they're coming from one family. The answer is that the girls' hearts are so weak. They are very weak that even though you see someone who is affected, that fear and the emotions, it is so easy for the spirit to leave the other one and attacks her.
Yep.
Yeah, so there is the way they take themselves, they think then it is so easy for them. That's why there is a big...
In the whole school, there is no boy who fears. The whole school.
Boys are rough.
Boys are a little bit rough.
There
in
is, it is a
psychology,
bit taken
in
off.
personality,
I never know.
in personality, boys are rougher than girls.
Oh, the whole school, there is no boy who
I think the
fears.
spirits only want girls.
Yeah, by the way,
Perhaps.
and they're also interested in girls.
Have you asked one of these possessing spirits why
Many schools, girls.
the girls are affected?
Yeah, well, of course. But yesterday, but one, they brought the sheikh, these Muslims, the sheikhs, the Hajj, I call them the sheikhs. So he came with the Quran, started praying, started reading the Quran. Everyone who was sleeping, there is a way they sit in them, they make them sleep. So when the man started reading the Quran, it did not take 5 minutes when all of them were already up. So they got up, they started talking, so you could really communicate and talk with them. Why are you here? Who are you? They tell them who they are. They tell them that spirit they want talking.
Yes.
How that person was killed, where he was buried. The spirits could tell us we are from Tanzania, we are from Uganda, we are from where. So some say they killed him because they wanted the money.
Really,
Yeah,
stories
and
like
even
this.
they tell you the person, they are liars. They even tell the person who's sending them, who's sending you to. They cannot hide anything. Yeah, they cannot hide anything.
So who killed those spirits?
No, they don't.
No,
they
it's
don't. They don't tell you the person who killed them. They tell you the person who's sending them.
sent them.
Who has sent
What
them?
are the girls?
Yeah, that's the one. There was a body in the school, a board of directors. Got some misunderstandings. Then they had to chase the other one, and the other one had to make the school. And now since he has made the school, he has to get the students to be in his school.
Can you imagine?
So
That's
the
what they do.
only way of getting the students is how.
Putting such
So saying
People's
something
children, can you imagine?
those things
Such
are
a
there.
bad heart.
very weird heart.
Why
Cannot.
not to fellow directors?
I think him.
Everyone is that in the school. They kill out of, they sacrifice animals. Everyone is
They tried the pastors. It was worse than ever.
sacrifice cows.
When the man started
Hey,
praying,
you think they are rich? Those people
he
are rich
could
for
not
nothing.
manage them.
They fight for their riches.
He could not manage.
Any conclusion?
in the conclusion, therefore, then
Now, what's is there any conclusion to be drawn?
I think it is all about the families, first of all, the families where the children are coming from, because all of them are affected at home. There is a question mark. That's why the parents don't complain to a larger extent to the people who are affected, because they also know at home there is a problem. And when there are another, there are different spirits that come and attack those different girls. Not one spirit is attacking all of them. Yeah. So there is a spirit that can really tell you what is real at home if there is a problem in your family. So the spirit asks the spirit, who am I? You are this one, and at home there is A, B, C, D, and Z, and you see it is true. So the spirits say that most of the people these girls affected, their homes, they have, the region is so low. So it is all, it has to begin from the families being strong in faith. After being strong in faith, even the people themselves.
Okay, there is a belief that here in the central, in Uganda Kingdom, most families, 80% of their budget is on witchcraft.
What? What?
80%. Most of the families here in the central.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yes, I've got research from serious people.
80%
of their family budget is on witchcraft. What? So, and the witchcraft brings more income to them. I stayed on Masaka Road. I'm speaking the truth. Masaka Road from Busega to Masaka. There are many shrines. So people invest a lot in witchcraft. And so when those kids are attacked by those evil spirits, there's a chance that they do witchcraft in their own homes. There's a very big chance. From Masaka Road, from Busega up to Masaka, there are witchcraft, there are shrines everywhere. So people invest a lot in witchcraft.
Yes. You believe that?
It is true. You just go to Masaka Road, I show you the shrines. I can show you Namagoma shrines.
When doing the exams,
it's true, you don't travel.
Yeah, do they do their papers?
Wait, hey. One question after another. If you have a remark, you can say anything. If you have a question, you can speak, but one after another, please. You have a question?
Yes.
What's the question?
The girls do their papers, their examinations. If at all they were in senior form, maybe you did not get that incidence because you had started papers.
Definitely, the only people who are affected, they have to be candidates. But it's also amazing. It's also amazing on the other side that during the time of the examinations, they are able to write the exams. But immediately after stepping outside the room,
are you serious?
Then they collapse. So that's actually the good thing, because in the other years before, we are told that they were even unable to get a pen and write. So it is a little bit improving that right now they can go do the exams. After doing the exams, go outside. Then you are knocked down.
So you're expecting not to be affected too, because you're going to start your exams very soon, senior 6.
No, but he is a boy.
The boys are so strong that
man, we have to pray for you before you leave this place.
No, boys are not affected.
So yes, now they are in their examinations, for example, the girls. So during their time of learning, will they be able to learn? Are they,
learning becomes a little bit.
How can they be sure they're going to pass their exams when they're not learning?
The preparation.
Now it is okay. That is a real disadvantage. That when it attacks, the person to come back to memory takes a little bit of a time.
So that means they're going to fail.
Of course, there is that possibility.
So what's that stupid nonsense?
That's why the other man. No, now I get to know. That's why the other guy who was on the board of directors witched this one, so that the school can do bad and his school raises.
Because when the school gets a bad image, people are not performing. Then the only solution is they are going to go the other side of the school and
blackmail.
What is that now?
Most owners of